This work sample is titled Bridging the Divide, and this is an ASL video translated into English. A bridge connects people and places, just like language connects people with the outside world. Some of you might be curious. The deaf child's language acquisition, how is that bridged? I will explain. When a deaf child is born, many parents will put them into oral programs. But ASL is a natural language, and it can help a child learn a language. There's proof of this in research. There's a critical period between birth and puberty where the brain is very flexible in picking up language easily. But other research shows that the critical period is between birth and 5 when they enter school. So that period, that very first year, a lot of things happen that impact a child's phonological development. And there are 5 examples. The first is the Mother S, where they set up a language. A mother will sign very slow and clear and make that eye contact with the child so that the baby is able to pick up language easy. The next is joint attention episode. What this is when the parent and the child look at the same thing and the mother teaches them the name for that. And this helps the child's vocabulary development. The third is babbling, whether it's in sign or in spoken English. Children like to play with language. There are words and linguistics and babbling, and it doesn't matter if a child is deaf or hearing. This babbling occurs in both. The fourth is that a deaf child at 10 months old will be able to obtain 150 vocabulary words. For a hearing child, they learn this at around 36 months. Research has proven that if a deaf baby is exposed to ASL, they have a higher chance of beating someone who is in an oral program in 4 things: reading, writing, comprehending lip reading, SAT scores, and second language. There are tests that prove this, that deaf children need access to ASL. An oral approach is not accessible, and this has an impact on the child's life. There's something called late signers, and there are different groups. Some might be born deaf and exposed to oral programs as a child. They might be exposed as a teen, as an adult, or lose their hearing as an adult and then exposed to sign language. Those late signers are impacted by this delay. It has a deep and severe impact on their language acquisition. English second language learners have a hard time picking up language. Late signers require more time to absorb the information. Late signers also tend to make lots of mistakes. They focus on hand shapes and they miss the meaning. There's also delays in academic situations. When they enter school, they're expected to learn math and English using certain language, but if their language is delayed, it is hard for them to acquire this knowledge. They also have difficulty analyzing other people's language use. So in summary, the 3 key points is that there's a critical period for language acquisition. Second, ASL is a natural language that helps children access communication. And third, language delay affects phonological development. If their language structure is weak, they will have negative impacts in their social and academic life. Now think, if a bridge is weak, it's hard to cross. This is similar to phonological development. If that structure is weak, someone will have a difficult time bridging the gap between deaf culture and the hearing world.